Good morning and happy Saturday. Well, thank you for joining us, my crafty friends. I'm so glad you are here this morning. Well, we got a fantastic day lined up for you. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be a firecracker of a day today. You'll know about that. If you're in the UK, it's all about bonfire. If you're in the UK, you know it's all about the fireworks tonight. Yeah, I remember I was here bonfire night last year, which is tomorrow here in the UK, and the building was shaking with the fireworks. We'll see how it is tomorrow night. See if we have as many fireworks going off tomorrow night. Could be good. Tune in for our last show and see if we can hear the fireworks. Always a good game on bonfire night is spot the fireworks. Right, I digress. Well, thank you for joining us. As I said, it's Saturday, so we have our slightly different setup on a Saturday. We're going to do Play Your Crafts Right. Why do they keep putting me on Saturdays with Play Your Crafts Right? It gives me butterflies in my tummy, it churns my tummy, because I just don't know whether I can do it. Then I think we've got the craft along next, with this gorgeous collection, and then we've got Colour Me Happy later tonight. I think I've got that in the right order. I hope I have. But that's the shows today anyway at some point. But loads of you have joined us already. We've got Nicola and James in the gallery. We've got Rachel on the socials. But here in the studio, I said she was back. It's our Michelle. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm finally back.
She's finally back. Are you better?
I'm nearly. I'm nearly there. Yeah.
If you need a chair, just give me a shout and I'll bring you a chair.
I will. If you look over here and I'm not here, I'm down there.
Okay.
No, it's not that bad. No, I'm all right. It's just that exhaustion that stays afterwards, and the brain fog. You're very lucky that I actually made it here and didn't get on a train that took me to the Isle of Wight. So
well,
I made it.
We're glad you made it. She's already warned me that it could be done by the art of sign language today and gesticulations. So we shall be doing that. Oh, our Rachel says her village is doing the fireworks tonight for some reason, but it's already raining, so it could be a washout. Yeah, I think there must have been fireworks at home where I live last night, because my husband said he couldn't get the dog past the end of the drive because the fireworks were so bad. She just wanted to be in the house, bless. So yes, I hope everybody that's got pets, they're able to keep them nice and safe over these bonfire nights. Now, today, we have got a couple of deals I need to let you know. As you know, we've already got our outlet sale on. You've seen a couple of fantastic shows with our Leanne. I think that was Wednesday and Thursday. Now, I just had a look, and there's still 629 items left in the outdoor sale. And these are up to, and including, 80% off. Not 80% off everything, but there are some really good savings. Now, if you've ever thought about getting a Gemini 2, today is the day. It's the best ever price we've got it on. Michelle will be using it during the day. I know we've got a lot of colouring today, so it won't be used a lot. You'll probably see it a lot more tomorrow. But if you are thinking about a Gemini 2, now is a time. I'm not sure when the price is going up. We've had a look and we aren't quite sure. But if you want something like that, then get it. So go and have a look at the outlet sale. If you go onto our website, there's a little banner. Click on there and it'll take you to everything. Like I say, 629. There was over 800, so they are definitely going down in number. But an extra, just for today and tomorrow, because I've already told you, it's our bonfire night here in the UK. All things bangs, whoosh and sparkle. So, to celebrate the sparkliness of bonfire night, we have put a firecracker flash sale on. You've got up to 30% off sparkly things. Glitter pastes, I saw glitters, I saw sparkly pens in there, all those sorts of things, anything sparkly. Now, some of those sparkly things are in the outlet sale as well, so you might see more than 30% off. But if they're not already in the outlet sale, the ones we've got are going to be up to 30% off. They said, the message they gave me is to enable you to make all your projects shine bright, like those fireworks. That's brilliant. Now, we've also, as I said, we're doing Colour Me Happy, and it's all about Spectrum Noir. That's the other deal we've got. There are certain Spectrum Noir products that we have got on. I've got some under here, Michelle's got some under there, and they're going to be up to, oh no, they are 50% off or half price, whichever way you want to look at. So 3 fantastic deals. 80%, up to 80% off in the outlet sale, up to 30% off in the firecracker sale, and 50% off selected Spectrum Noir products. So if today isn't the day to be getting something really exciting, then I don't know when is. And yesterday we had so many messages from people. So yesterday was Friday, people saying they'd ordered on Wednesday and they'd had their deliveries yesterday. The warehouse is on fire. It's absolutely on fire. You're getting your orders out so quickly. So please, have a go at that. Now, we have, as I said, we've got Rachel on the socials. She passed me loads through. She says, Cheryl's in from Seawood in Alaska. Sarah Brown is saying hello. It's to my crafty friends, especially Corrine and Michelle. That's nice. I like to be especially. Yeah. Sending cracks hugs to you both and all the CTV family and all behind the scenes. Well, it's a select team behind the scenes. As I said, it's just Nicola James and Jake. So I wondered what she said then. I couldn't hear my ear. It's Jake on the floor. Normally it's Tracy when you've got Nicola in, but Jake needed last weekend off, so we've done a swap around. Completely confused Michelle this morning.
It doesn't take much.
Your Ben's in, he says, good morning, everyone. Stephen Nichols in, Lynn Harvey's in, saying hi, Corrine, Michelle, the amazing CTV team, and the wonderful social superstar and everyone. I hope you're all keeping well and enjoying your day. Yeah, we've had lots of giggles already. Brenda Tatchell is in from Kentucky. Amelia is in from Chicago. Christine Mahoney saying, looking forward to the craft along, Michelle, and my brother from another mother, Gaz. Oh, we've got Gaz on again.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant. He was on when I was doing one the other day. It will be fun and fabulous. Lynn Blackledge said, lovely to see you, Michelle. There you go. And Linda Armstead says, what are bonfire nights? Bonfire night is the 5th of November, but the fireworks seem to start about the middle of October. And it's all about Guy Fawkes, who, it all goes back in history, tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. And it's in celebration of that. So we always have bonfires. You put a guy on it, which is supposed to be like an effigy of Guy Fawkes. Yeah, it looks a bit like a scarecrow that you put on the bonfire. And then we always have fireworks. Once the bonfire's lit and roaring, they let fireworks off as well. It goes off all over the country. It's a massive thing here in the UK. So yeah, so that is bonfire night in a little nutshell. But yes, it's all to do with Guy Fawkes and trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament. I'd like to say what year he did it, but I can't remember. It's a long time ago. Nicola may Google it and we can tell you more. Okay, right. So I think you're going to show us some things in our Spectrum Noir deal, are you, Michelle?
I am. I've got my colour blend pencils in front of me, and I've got the naturals pack. So we're gonna go talk through these, and then I'm going to show you how they work. I think these are in our sale. So if you haven't got these and you see me how easy it is to do these, you are going to want these. So again, so this is the natural. So if I just turn it over, what you've got is you've got lots of those naturals, colours. You've got the snow, you've got lemongrass, citrus, avocado, you've got grass, you've got fern green, you've got alpine, and then you're onto sort of bark and paprika. So you can see by the, you've got stone as well. So you can see by the names that they are your naturals.
It's a beautiful palette of colours.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect for this time of year, very autumnal, it really is. So they're beautiful. What they are, obviously we've got lots of pigments. Some pencils that you will get are going to have lots of wax and less pigment. And what you're going to find with ours is you've got less wax and more pigment. So these are really, really, really juicy pencils. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a couple of mine. So I'm going to pick the Verdant, yeah, that works too. And then
is it a greeny colour?
It's a greeny colour.
Yeah, verdant.
And then alpine. So 2 greeny colours.
You're fantastic. I love working with you, Michelle. We learn new words every day.
I try my best. Right, so I've got my 2 pencils here. I've got my already stamped image. Now, I have done it onto the Nina cardstock because if I've spoke before about sort of the tooth on a card, on your card, any paper, it's got that tooth on there. With your Nina cardstock, it's a very small tooth. So when you're going on it with your pens or your pencils, you don't have a lot to fill in, if that makes any sense. So if you've got really big teeth, so the big teeth like that, you've got all that extra that you really need to fill in. So with a smoother cardstock, you've got smaller teeth, which means you're not using as much pen or pencil to fill in the area that you're colouring.
So you mean it's not as fibrous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So again, I've got this stamped out. Now I've stamped mine out in my alcohol-proof ink pad. You don't have to. If you've got your quick dry, you want to use one of those, you can, because it's only pencils. I always do it because I always use my pencil blending solution.
Right.
So I think if you use a quick dry and then you go over it with this, you might find that your line bleeds a little bit.
So you wouldn't use your waterproof either because of that?
No,
Right.
definitely. So as soon as I pick up my colour blend pencils or my alcohol pens, I always naturally stamp with my alcohol-proof ink pad.
Perfect.
Because you get into the habit of doing it and then you're not accidentally going to use the wrong one. Now, you don't have to use this. It just helps. It gives it a lovely finish when you're done. So I'm going to show you how you can use that as well. And what I've also got is some paper stumps. Yes, so it's like a tortillon. It's literally just rolled up paper that you're going to use to blend with. And I've also got this here. Now, this is just some little sandpaper. So this is from this little kit that I'm not even sure if we've got any more.
I think we do. We often have the items in individually rather than in the kit now.
But I mean, you know, if you've got any paper stumps or any just a little piece of sandpaper at home, that's going to work fine. Because all it is once you're going to dip this in here, and when you've blended your colour in, it's going to obviously pick up that colour. So if you've got like a green on here and then you want to go to a yellow, all you're going to do is you're going to sand that colour off and it's going to clean it up, and it means that you're not going to be transferring any colour.
All right, the sanding block is in the outlet cell for anybody that wants to know. We're just looking for the paper stumps.
Perfect. So I've got two of my pencils. I'm just swatching them next to me because I want to see which one's darker. So my Alpine's a little bit darker, so I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to start to the outside of that bow. Now, when you're colouring with these, I always you want to do it with a light hand because you want to go over it and over it rather than go straight in with a really hard line that you're not going to be able to blend out. So if you're more comfortable holding it there and know that you can do a light covering, then absolutely. But I tend to hold it a little bit further back because without thinking about it, it means that I can go really lightly in.
Yeah, you can't press hard, can you, when you're holding the pencil that far up?
No, definitely not. So just colouring that outside. If you've got our pens and you know how to do that sort of blend, then you know that you're going to go to the outside, which is going to be the darkest, which I'm going to do here.
So you're colouring different to with alcohol pens, because with an alcohol pen you'd be laying down your lightest colour all over first. You don't need to do that with these then?
No, you don't need to do that with these, not at all. So you can see that I sort of turn my page, and what that allows me to do is when you're turning it, it means that you're filling all that tooth that is on your page. So by doing it that way and sort of turning it, you're not missing anything and you're really filling up the white on that page. So it's going to be darkest here as well, because what we're going to do is we're going to gradiate from the dark... Oh, that was a good word for me.
Oh, that was good.
I can't do that again.
I love how even your words make you stop what you're doing. That's brilliant.
So it's going to be darkest there and darkest there because it's a bow, so it's going to curve like that.
Yes.
So that middle bit, which is here, is going to be lighter.
Because that's the bit closest to the eye if you were to see it.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to colour this side again exactly the same as I did there. I'm doing tiny little circular motions. You don't have to, whichever is more comfortable for you with your colouring. We just don't want we don't want that straight edge. We don't want a solid line that we're going to find hard to blend out. So I'm quite happy. The good thing about these is you're going to go in again and again and again. I'm going to come in with this lighter one. And if I find that I need to come back in with that one, you're going to be able to do that. You're just going to keep going again and again and again until you get exactly the sort of blend that you want and sort of the look that you're going for.
So are you going over the top of what you've coloured darker, or are you going up to?
No, just over that edge. I'll just go over that edge again like we do with our pens.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go over that edge, and I'm going to keep turning my paper until I'm happy with that lay down of colour that I've popped there. So it's really just going to start coming together absolutely lovely. And you can see it just blends over really nice. So let's do the same on this side.
I'm guessing if you'd been holding the pencil near the tip, you'd have had so much harder. It would be so much harder to try and blend those colours, wouldn't it?
It is, yeah. You definitely don't want to go in with a firm hand. You know, like when you were at school and you used to colour really hard. You don't want that at all. You're never going to get those sort of lines blended out if you do go in heavy.
Oh, Faye says, nice word, Michelle. I love it when even the viewers comment. Gradiate, that was the word. Yes.
So I'm just going to keep working this until I'm sort of happy with sort of my preserved highlight there. I'm going to go back in just a little bit, just there. And again, I don't want those two straight lines. I want a little bit of curve on those lines as well. And I'm quite happy with that. So you do have two choices here. What you can do now is you can come in with another green, another lighter one, and really blend that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this. So at home, I've got a tiny little Tupperware pot. It's only about that big. It's about 2 inches by 2 inches, and it's got a sponge, just a cut up sponge in it. And I've tipped some of this on it, and it just sits on that sponge, because what I do at home is I dip that onto my sponge.
And you don't want it wet, do you? You just want it damp.
No. It picks up just a nice amount, but I'm just going to dip this in here because I don't have that little sponge with me. And put that lid straight back on. And then
blended solutions in stock on the website.
And what this is going to do, what it does is it emulsifies that wax.
Oh, another good word. Oh, she's eating a dictionary for breakfast, is that Michelle?
So I'm blending those two together there. I'm going to go over all of that colour, and I'm going to blend those together. And what it does is it gets rid of that line totally. It really blends it beautifully.
Yes.
But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use this to go all the way over, because what it's going to do, it's going to pick up enough of that colour for me to give me a third colour, or that highlight there, without me having to do a third pencil colour.
So it actually takes a lot of the hard work out of the colouring for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Now, if you feel that's too harsh, or you feel that it's too, you know, I've got too much of a highlight, I'm going to come in with that second colour. So, and I'm going to go over, I'm going to come in a little bit more.
So you can go over the top of blending solution?
Yes,
no problem.
absolutely, no problem at all. So if you feel like, oh, I've left that preserved highlight was way too big, I want it a little bit smaller, then come back in, add a little bit of that pencil colour, come back in with your blending solution. I don't need to add any more. Remember, I dipped mine into the actual pot, so I don't need to add any more. And then you just work in it, just going over where you can see there might still be a little bit of white showing. It just really blends it all over beautifully.
That is gorgeous, yes.
And that's as easy as it is. So let me start on this other side, because what I also want to show you is we're going to do exactly the same on this other side, so which is my darkest. That's this one. We're going to do exactly the same. We're going to add, and you can see I always turn my page to make sure that, you get all those little white bits really coloured in, covered up.
You can see how that ink hasn't budged at all, even though that blending solution on the other side's gone right up to it. It hasn't budged at all, has it?
No, it's absolutely, and I don't even know. Look, I've only just started, and I've got blue ink on me. I haven't even picked anything up that's blue.
How have you done that?
I don't know. I think it's on here. Look, a little bit of blue ink, but it's all right. So again, I do those lovely little circular motions. If you just want to colour up and down, because you're using such a light hand, you're not going to get a sharp edge. So as long as you're using, you're being quite careful and light.
It's not natural to you to do it in straight lines, is it? I can
No.
see you're trying really hard to show how to do it, and it's not sitting right, is it? You just want to do circles.
I do. You find your own way.
Yeah.
You just naturally do find your own way that you're going to find the easiest to do. So bringing this lighter one in again, I'm going to take it further out this time.
I watched Debbie Fisher doing some colouring one time, and she just blends and blends and blends, and she can get that colour blend so well.
Yeah.
Just by going over, like you said, small, light movements. I don't think she went anywhere near blending solution the time I watched her. I do. I like that because it's just, everyone will find their own technique, won't they?
Absolutely. I think the blending solution, especially if you are a beginner, is really, really good.
I use it all the time. I love it. It's just, I wouldn't be without it now. But like you, I have a little pot at home. I think mine's got a piece of kitchen towel in the bottom, and I just put a lid on it so it doesn't evaporate.
Yeah. I must admit, I was doing this prep at home the other day, and I was sat in the living room. I had my Tiffany swivel board thing, and I was absolute rotating board, isn't it? Swivel board. It does swivel round. And I would just spend hours, and you can just keep going in and building it up and building it up. You don't have to come in with this if you don't want to.
It's going to just make life so much easier, isn't it?
It really does. And it gives it a beautiful professional finish. It doesn't make it look cheaper or anything like that.
No, not at all.
Because you're cutting a corner,
I don't think anybody afterwards would be able to go in and say, oh, she didn't blend these, she used blending solution. But you just look at it and see what a beautiful finished result it is.
Absolutely.
It does look 3D, Nicola. Nicola's saying it looks beautifully 3D, and it really does. I think that's having that preserved highlight down the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. It just looks amazing.
That would be so hard to achieve without the blending solution, because you would have to be going in with such a light hand, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
It would be quite difficult. Oh,
definitely.
Carol Byrne is mesmerised watching. She says, it is beautiful.
I mean, you've seen how quickly and easily that has come together for me. So you can imagine just how sort of easy it's going to come together for you as well. So I'm going to pop colour down just on this last one at the bottom, because I want to show you, I was going to show you there and I forgot and got carried away, so do apologise. Which is my darker one.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Sandra Johnson says those tiny jam jars from hotels are perfect to put the sponge in for your blending solution.
Yes.
Yeah. What do they call it? Oh, tiffin jam, isn't it, or something?
Is that what
it's called? You just have to wait till somebody goes to a hotel, Nicola. You don't need to actually buy it. Or you go and have, you go and have scones at a nice tea and take all the jam jars home with you.
Although they sell those in Morrison's, those tiny little, really posh ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, who was that in your gallery, Nicola? Was Siri's in your gallery? Oh, wow. Is your Siri male? Oh, Nicola, I've got a female Siri. I've never heard of male Siri. I didn't know that. You can change the voice, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Oh, right. didn't know that. I just suddenly heard a man in the gallery and I thought, that's not James.
So I'm going to colour all the way over the middle with this one. So I've gone to the outsides with that darker green, and then I'm coming all the way over the middle with that lighter one.
So you've not left a preserved highlight?
I've not left a preserved
Right.
highlight this time.
Oh, says Nicola.
And then I'm going to come back in and I'm just going to blend it all out, because what it does is, I said the word did not, emulsifies, and that's what it does. So all those extra bits in that you've not necessarily covered, it melts it down and it fills it all in.
So if you had cheap pencils that were a lot of wax and filler rather than pigment, you wouldn't get this blend, would you?
No, absolutely
I think it's
not.
the fact that you've got such good quality pigment in there, isn't it, that you can blend it?
Yeah, definitely. So I've got quite a harsh line there, so I'm going to come back in again with that darker one.
Sorry, I keep asking questions because I'm
That's
sure
all
people
right.
at home are thinking them. Does it feel differently when you colour on top of, slightly different when you colour on top of blending solution?
It feels a little bit smoother.
It feels smoother.
Yeah. So again, blend that out, because this is what we can do. We can keep blending it out until we're happy with it. And you can see I've got no preserved highlight in there. So
But it still looks curved.
It still does
because you've gone
look
dark
curved.
down at the bottom.
Yeah. So if you're happy with it like that, then absolutely go for it. But what I'm going to do is do you like my pencil?
What's that?
It's my new pencil. It's one of those TikTok ones that, yeah. I didn't even know it had an eraser in the bottom until my husband showed me the other day. I was looking everywhere for an eraser, and there's one in your pencil, and I went, is there?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself that highlight just down the middle. So just using my rubber.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like you've just used a white gel pen.
Yeah. But because
softer.
because it's your pencil, you can do that. You can pick it up and you can give yourself. So if you have coloured it all in, or you've put your highlight in the wrong area, just colour over it, and then you can use your rubber to sort of pick it up in such an easy way.
Oh wow, that's so clever.
So if I bring this one in that I've already finished, this is the one that took me hours at home. I really had so much fun doing that. I've done nothing different on this than to what you've just seen me doing there. I've got those highlights there and there. I just came in with clementine, citrus and paprika for these. I preserved a little highlight there, and again, if you forget or it's in the wrong way, just come in with your eraser and you can just lift it up. And then round the edges, right, which did I use?
Round the edges of the card or round the edges of the image?
So round the edges of the image, I haven't wrote that one down. Pick one of your greys. So there's a pewter in here, there's a stone. I've got seal grey here. So I think I used that one. So all I've then done with this is just like, we do with our pens and we pick a grey.
Yeah.
Just very lightly go around the edges, again, of all these with that really light hand and add that in. And I've done that all the way around there. And again, all it does is
you almost can't see it, but it just elevates the image, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Once it's all coloured in, it looks fabulous. And then if you just quickly, it's just about the colouring, but how much does it pop? A little sentiment down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think clementine.
Just see that nice little strip sentiment down there, and that'd be done, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but so you can see how easy, with or without you blend in solution. And again, so this is my naturals, and it's probably the last tin you would think to pick up to colour in a Christmas bow, but I just thought the greens in there were just perfect for that.
Perfect. I am loving that. That is that's mesmerising, and I think a lot of you were saying that. Where are we? We've got Christy Mahoney says, good morning, Corrine and Michelle. Michelle, nice to see you're getting better. You both look great. That's very kind of you, Christine. Mistress Deo says, the gunpowder pot was 1605 during the reign of King James. Yeah, Nicola said 1605. There you go. So it's been going a little while, over 400 years, and we still have the fireworks. Emma Bailey says, hiya, watching from a rainy Morden, just going through my special papers box, taking ages to choose what to use. I may be here a while. Well, there are 120 different designs in your special paper box, and each one comes twice. So there you go. You've got 240 papers. It might take a word. Rachel, she's going to get you a word of the day desktop calendar for Christmas. Then you've got to, whatever that word is, you've got to get it into the show.
Right.
That should be a challenge, couldn't it? That could be a good game.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's me. I would just drop it into a random sentence. It would make no sense that I would know what I'm talking about.
We love that one. Kim Rice says, I do so much die cutting. I really need to try some colouring in on a card and scrapbook pages. Yeah, just have a bit of practice. Shelley Skinner says, love watching people colouring. Not something I'm good at. Need to sit and watch YouTube for demos on colouring, I think, to try and practice. Yes, it is. It's just practice, Shelley. Make sure you just have a play. No one needs to see it other than you. Beth Lyon, she says, thank you for this demo. Needed some tips for using my colour blends. There you go. I think the best tip that Michelle could use is the right paper, colour blend solution, some paper stumps, and even an eraser as well. Yes, Sandra was about the little jam jars. Oh, Sil Sparky says tip tree jam. That's what they are. I said Carol thought it was mesmerising. Jackie Pickard says, I need to get my coloured pencils out again and play. I think you might have mentioned this, Michelle, but Jean's saying, what card did you use?
I used my Nina cardstock, so it's the smoothest. Because you're using pencils, you want to waste as little as possible. So the smoother cardstock you can use, the better. And I don't think you can get any better than our Nina cardstock.
Brilliant. Thank you. That's really helpful. Thank you. And we'll keep repeating it, and I'll make sure that Michelle, whenever she does the demos, because we're going to be going through pens and pencils and all sorts, each time she does a different one, we'll make sure we reiterate what cardstock we're using. Right, it's here. It's on the table. The moment I've been dreading. It is the time for our first Play Your Crafts Right. Right, now, am I playing for Facebook, Nicola? Is that right? Right, I'm playing for Facebook. That means Michelle's playing for YouTube. Now, all I've been told is there's lots of celebrities out there who have real names, but then have stage names. So what they're going to do is they're going to give us a shadow image of the person and their real name. And we have to guess their stage name. Apparently, Nicola's got lots of clues for us. Lots of clues. We did say there's about 2 that we could do. We knew, definitely. Now, I think we might surprise ourselves. So, if you want to play along at home, then please do. Our Rachel won't tell me what you're saying until after we've gone on to the next one. But I'm playing for Facebook, so if I win, 5 people at random from Facebook will be selected to receive a gift voucher. Michelle's playing for everybody watching on YouTube. If she wins, she will get 5 people from YouTube. So it's all to play for a £10 voucher to spend on the website. When we've got the outlet sale on, £10 is going to go a long, long way. So, yeah, you need to have a look. Right, first one, please, Nicola. Oh, now I know this one is. So what's the bit underneath in brackets? All right. The full name is Norma Jean Mortson, but we just know Norma Jean.
Doesn't have the same ring, really, does it? Martin.
Can we, is spelling, if you know, spelling doesn't count, thank you.
I feel like I've been lulled into a false sense of security, though, because I think I know this one. So I've got
hopefully
at least
that
one.
image is a true image of the person. Have you got an answer?
Yes.
Okay. I said Marilyn Monroe. Oh, I missed an eye out. Marilyn Monroe. Yay! Yeah. Yeah, because I only know that because Elton John in Candle to the Wind is by Norma Jean, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I knew that one. I'm not up on with celebrities, I just knew that one from Elton John's song. There we go. Okay, next one. Question number 2. Prince Rogers Nelson. I'm just going, looking at the image as well. I think that one's...
Is his real name's Prince Rogers Nelson?
Have you got an answer?
I have.
I've just gone Prince.
Me too.
Yeah, you see that? I didn't know his real name had Prince in it. Did not know that. Ooh, I could have got a wetter cloth to clean that with. Okay, 2-2. We're doing all right here, Michelle.
No, I'm like, oh. Not liking this game.
Michelle, it was just like you'd run into a brick wall then.
Robin. I think I might need the clue for this one. Oh, it is, of course.
Right, this person is known for hits. I forget that everyone at home can't hear Nicola. For hits like Umbrella, We Found Love, Diamonds, and Work. Is she? I think she's got 2. Okay. Okay. She's either Rhiannon or Rihanna.
I've got
Put Rihanna. Rihanna. There you go. She was originally Rhiannon, wasn't she? I thought. I'd need to wet my cloth. I thought she was originally Rhiannon. I missed an A out, and then I got the name on there. There we go. It was written down. 3-3. Thank you. She's giving it me. She just. Okay. Okay. Next one. Oh, Nicholas Kim Coppola. Do you know this?
It looks like someone to me, so...
Right. Can we have the clues, and I'll read it out for everybody at home as well.
I think he's officially the world's sexiest man.
Is he?
Yes.
I know who I'm thinking it is looking at that, and I can't think of his surname. Oh.
I didn't know he was a Coppola, though.
Do you?
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola.
I wonder if he's related.
I don't even know if I'm saying it right, either.
Oh, he's the nephew of Francis Ford
I didn't know he was
Coppola.
one of them. One of them.
I think you're not going to give me the points for this. Apparently, socials are finding this quite easily. Rachel says, "I'm obviously not awake yet." And I know the surname. Got it. It just came to me. Apparently, you're all getting it. I think it might be Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
I could not get the surname then. Oh, Nick Cage. Nick Cage. I thought it was Nicolas Cage. That's all right. There we go. Where are we? Was that 3 or 4? 4, wasn't it?
I like this game.
It gives me butterflies in my tummy, does this game. Okay, last one on this half. Richard Starkey. I know this. What's the clue, Nicola? Famous drummer from Liverpool, also narrated Thomas the Tank Engine. Apparently not everybody agrees with your view about him being sexy. Nicolas Cage. That was Terry Anderson.
In Con Air with the long hair. Lovely.
I like a man with long hair. That's what I first noticed about my husband.
It's funny because I love a man with long hair and my husband has got none. He's bald.
Colin has had longer hair than me for most of our married life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. I think it is Ringo Starr. I am impressing myself here.
Whoever did this game can do them
All
again.
that worry. Right, 5-5. Have they lulled us into a false sense of security? Is it going to be much harder in round 2? Let me just lay that on the side.
It needs to stay the same.
I'm nervous. Okay. The Sussex Lancastrian. Oh, that's Sarah. She says, write pencils out, time to colour whilst watching. Thank you for the motivation, Michelle. There you go. Eve B says, really enjoyed that demo, needed to see that and get my pencils out. Brilliant. If we can inspire, I always say that if we've inspired 1 or 2 people at the end of one of our shows, we've achieved something. There we go. And Rosalind Russell says, when you really look at the image, then you see it. Oh, that must be for the game. There we are. Okay, so where are we going next, Nicola? Which one are we doing? Oh, Michelle's got some acrylic paint markers to show you. So this is going to be fun. So these are part of the Spectrum Noir half-price sale. Brilliant. Okay, so these should be $7.99, $10.99, but today $3.99, $5.49. So it's exactly half price. But look at that, platinum. If you're platinum, £3.19, $4.39. Absolute bargain. Michelle, what are you going to get?
So with these, obviously they are your acrylic paint markers. You're going to get 4 in here. Now what I love about these is so they are water soluble, they're non-toxic, so these are going to be perfect for the kids, for those little stocking fillers for Christmas, because obviously you know these can go on a multitude of surfaces. So what you're going to do with this one, so you're going to get, sorry, doing my mum, I need to hold it that far away so I can read it. Rose, aqua, lime and lilac. So a beautiful array of pastel colours.
They are pretty, aren't they?
Yes.
It is real. It is a real pastel.
It is. It is.
And
so
then you have to take them out of the pack.
When you can get one out.
Are you all right there?
There we go.
That was harder than it should have been.
It was so hard. You need to give it a good shake, and you can hear that that's going to be giving it a lovely mix-up of that acrylic paint that's in there, because it's an acrylic paint, so it's going to settle, and you need to give it a nice shake it to wake it.
I've always learnt with pens, whether it's those magnetic or the sparkle pens, the louder it is, the more ink you've used, because it's obviously hollower, so it makes louder. So sometimes when they're new and it doesn't sound very loud, that's because it's full of ink. Yeah. So you don't hear it very loudly.
Absolutely. It's, definitely a quieter rattle. And I think that's a good way as well to tell how much you've used. I mean, you do have this here, so it allows you to gauge how much you have used. But again, if that rattle is really loud, then you know you sort of coming to the end of how much you've used. And you can see on here, I think a little bit better than the one that I've just mixed up. You've got that lovely gauge. So you've got a 3mm nib on this, which is a lovely nib. And you can see when I take it off, it's white. So what we need to do is we need to get that paint coming all the way through. So you're going to sing Pump Up the Jam. I'm not going to sing it for you.
So it's better to do lots of little pumps like that than one big long pump. It flows better.
I find it flows better this way. You can see that it's come out lovely. And I've got perfect. 2 pieces of card just to show you that it works beautifully on both. So you can see that it's come out, it's absolutely gorgeous. It is full of colour. It is not, it's not one of those cheap pens. You have got so much colour in here. You've got so much paint in here. You really have.
Oh, wow, really that shows up so well on the black.
Pops on the black, doesn't it? Let's go with the black. I mean, you know, you can go on to anything with these, but you can still bring it into your card making. Even if you only want to sign a card in some fancy acrylic paint, you absolutely can do. But I love these for writing. So even if you're only writing, if you're doing a little bit of santangling.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
I can't do that lovely, what is that fancy writing called?
Calligraphy.
Yeah, I can't do that at all. But these are absolutely brilliant for if you just want to do a little bit of, just a little bit of doodling. If you're on the phone and you're doodling, what can I write on? I'm looking next to me, what item can I write on?
As I was saying, you take pen cases, you could do it onto stone.
You can do it onto stone.
Plastic, like you say, glass.
I've gone for a tape.
Yeah. We had a conversation before the show, just for everyone. I don't name my tape pens. I just used a pen on one. So nobody else can use this tape pen now because it belongs to Michelle.
Belongs to me.
There you go.
There you go. So you can write on there, and it's going to dry, and it's going to stay on there. You can absolutely. I'm looking for stuff next to me that Leanne's not going to tell me off for writing on. But literally, if you've got your...
Oh, look at this. Right, I'm coming in.
Oh, yes.
Take your plant out. Look, we've started on that, so no one's good. Put the plant back in when you're finished.
Yes, so absolutely doodling on here. Let me see if I can doodle on a lovely spherical surface. Oh, it's just, the colour laydown is absolutely beautiful. It really is. You're going to have so much fun with these.
It'll go on fabrics. Like say, it'll go on glass.
Yeah,
go on
absolutely.
stone. You can make lovely little things with stone. You know, I had to get mine out because my husband had found one of those stones that people put, you know, that hide them.
Yes.
But the Facebook address had worn off it. And he said, I really need to rewrite it. And he says, you've got loads of pens in your craft room. So I just got him my markers out, you know, and he could rewrite over the top with it. Sandra Dunder says, I've got some of these from goodie bags and not a clue what to use them. There we go.
The kids are going to love these. I mean, we're going to love them, so your kids are going to love them, absolutely. Because they can do those things like if they've got their favourite teddy bear at home, you know, they want to name it and put their name on the T-shirt of the teddy bear, they're going to be able to do that.
You could put, if you were labelling up clothes, if there were something you could write on the backs of the inside of the clothes, couldn't you?
Yes.
Quick question from Kim Wright. You know, you just did it on pen and paper.
Yeah.
Has that dried already? Don't we need to smudge? Yes, you're saying, how long does it take to dry on paper? I thought that looked dry.
So what was that, a minute or so?
Yeah.
With that?
Perfect. There you go, Kim. Minutes.
So, yeah, absolutely. So let's just...
Rosalind Russell says, for this price, you might as well get multiples. You certainly did. £3.19.
I mean, it was an amazing price to start with for what these are.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can get them now for that price, these are going to go into everyone's stockings.
Yeah.
You know, all the kids, anyone is going to really just enjoy having these just to doodle with and just to play about with. Absolutely.
Absolutely gorgeous. There you go, yeah.
So I will be here for the next 30 or 40 minutes just doing this.
This comment says a lot more. Rosalind says, I could use these on my mailbox and seal it with some weatherproof sealant. The mail person wouldn't miss it then.
Do you know what? It's funny she read my mind. I was just going to say that if you do want to pop it on something that you're going to put outside, yeah, if you've got some Mod Podge, some clear, you can get sparkly, can't you, to seal it?
Yeah, wouldn't it be lovely to, if you've got like a courtyard garden and you've got pots in the garden, you could brighten up all your pots and everything like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Look really pretty. There you go. If you want some of those, £3.19 or $4.39 if you're Platinum member. So I think that is wonderful. Really good.
I love these.
Lovely?
I've got lots of these at home.
Yeah.
They're just a brilliant staple, and again, for that price,
Yeah.
Stocking fillers, because obviously, what are we, 5 weeks away?
7.
7.
Don't make it any sooner. I don't have a single... I tell a lie, I have one Christmas present bought. One Christmas present. I saw something and I thought, that would be good for my friend, and I bought that. And that's the only one I've done. Kids aren't having anything by the looks of it. Hubby's not having anything. No. Julie Barlow says, I presume they can go on MDF? Absolutely, no problem. Yeah, all your sort of woods there will go on. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, I've got something now, something a little bit different. These are your pens. Now, so anybody that knows Classique pens know that they were our original pens, you know, the first ones. So they are dual-ended. So you've got the your bullet nib and the chisel nib on that end. So you've got the lovely chisel on that end, and you've got the bullet nib on that end. Now, this barrel is full of ink. These are the pens, along with our illustrators, that have the most ink in each barrel. Now look at, now I've got them out, you can see. Look at that range of colours. These are your jewels. We've called this your jewels. You're going to have in there sangria. Ooh, yes, please. Lipstick, amber, fern green, jade green, Caribbean, navy blue, cobalt, dark blue, damson, cranberry, and pink cocktail. Isn't that a gorgeous range of colours? Absolutely gorgeous. Now, these are all part of the half-price sale. Penny more, even better. You're going to get these instead of £20 or $32, just about. You're going to get them for $9.99 today or $15.99. Now, if you are platinum, you're getting this for under £8, under $13, $12.79. In the US, that is just over $1 a pen, which is absolutely fantastic for all that beautiful, beautiful range of colours. That's why it kept popping out. I was putting it in the wrong way around. So, yeah, if you want these, then make sure you pick them up today whilst they're on our Spectrum Noir half-price sale. Now, we've got something else to look at. There you go. Oh, right. Curly PJ says, I finished Christmas shopping, but might have to get some for my niece. She joined the crafty wagon too. She's only 6, been helping me since she was 3. I am impressed. I was talking to our Debbie yesterday, and she said, oh yeah, I've got loads. I was like, oh right, okay, fair enough. Now, did you see me doing? Oh, it was here yesterday. Got it. Did you see me doing this card yesterday using the scattered borders and corners? Now this has been, we've put gilding flakes on there. If you fancy having a go with gilding flakes, then we've got this set. This is your blush set. Again, it's in the half price sale. So you've got 3 50ml pots, 150ml in total. So today, £7.49, £2.50, £2.50, £2.50. Wow, that is amazing. If you're platinum, that's going down to £5.99. That's making them £2 per pot for gilding flakes, for 50ml. I promise you, if you were to tip all of these out, you wouldn't get them back in the pot. They are so compacted. $5.99, $6.78. You've got rose gold, soft rose, and pretty pink. They are absolutely beautiful. And there are so many ways to adhere gilding flakes. Yesterday, I used double-sided adhesive. Red liner tape is brilliant. If you've got one of our gilding flakes kits, you get a glue in there. If you've got one of those glue pens that you put it on and it comes out blue and then dries clear, that is brilliant too. So many different ways. Put it onto foam. If you've got some foam sheets, you could put it onto the back of foam pads. All those sorts of things. Anything, I always think it's a dry adhesive. So I know I just said glue, but you're waiting for the glue to dry, aren't you? Glue to dry and go tacky, so it's not actually wet anymore. Anything dry is a brilliant, brilliant way to adhere your gilding flakes. And this is a beautiful collection, like I said, rose gold, soft rose, and pretty pink. So make sure you pick them up. The prices are amazing, and you're going to love those. So yeah, really lovely one. Don't sneeze while you're using them. Paw Print Times 4 said, I loved all of Corrine's demos yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, there was a lot of love for my demos yesterday. I just wanted to show the versatility of those borders and corners, and also the Venetian grey. So thank you for all the love that came in from there. Now, I just want to remind everybody that we have a couple of offers on today. We still got the outlet sale on, which includes the Gemini 2. So if you want a Gemini 2, now is the best price we have ever done it. If you look at the platinum price, when you go on there, it is amazing for a fully electric die cutting machine. So the outlet sale has got up to 80% off. Make sure you go and have a really good scan. Like I say, there were 629 items left on there this morning. It had been over 800. So they are selling out. To have sold out completely of nearly 200 items is amazing. Then we've also got our Firecracker Flash sale, which is on as a celebration of our bonfire night, we just talked about Guy Fawkes 1605 and his plot to blow up the House of Commons. So we just said, because of the fireworks, all those sparkles, it's all about sparkly things. So we're giving you up to 30% off. I had a look, there are lots of lovely things on there. There are some more gilding flakes on there, there's glitters, there's sparkly pens, there's lots and lots on there. But that deal, the Firecracker Flash Sale, is only for today and tomorrow. It'll finish at 11:59 tomorrow night. Oh, talking about tomorrow, please don't forget that tomorrow, well, tonight into tomorrow, in the US, the clocks go fall back. So we're back to our normal time. So whereas in the US, it used to be 6 a.m. and it's been 7 a.m. for this show, you're going back to 6 a.m. tomorrow. So from tomorrow in the US, our shows are back to 6 a.m., 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. on East Coast time. So yeah, please don't forget that. Otherwise, you're going to miss the first hour of Michelle and I tomorrow morning, and we don't want that, so make sure you do. Right, we're going to have a little break, and we'll come back with the second half of this show. And in that, we're going to play the second round of the game, all to play for. We need a winner. So we shall see you on there. Loads of you were getting them right too. So please come back and join us in just 2 minutes. We'll be back with that. Lots of games, and we've got loads more deals for you to see. So check out your baskets while this is on, and we'll see you in a minute.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Other customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family. Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put my thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You right?
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Do you know, there's certain things we can do here, and because it's on TV, we never, ever get a chance to forget them, do we? I will always be known as the lady that wore a dress inside out multiple times. You will always be known as the lady that poured your water over your project, and our Debbie will always be known as the lady that drunk her dirty water. And yes, and that's what I said. Yeah, thank you, I did say that one. And Nicola just reiterated, and I'll always be known as the lady who wore a dress inside out multiple times. Yeah, when I wear that dress, I wear the dress, and people say, is your dress on the right way out? I've just been having a look at the firecracker sale. Do you know, it's 5% off, but it's still 5% off, because you're then still going to get your 20% discount. The new shimmer watercolour palettes are in there. And now Nicola's just told me, we launched the new gold shimmer ink pads in birthday. Well, we put them in the outlet sale, the firecracker sale, sorry, at 10% off. Something that's virtually brand new. I mean, that's amazing. There's loads of them. And what I have found, I mentioned it a few minutes ago, that Spectrum Noir Gilding Flake toolkit is in the outlet sale. £4.99 instead of £8. I mean, absolutely brilliant. Let's get back to your comments. There we go. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we'll play the next round of the game in a minute, but first of all, Michelle is going to show us something really quite exciting, all about our discovery kits. Again, half price because of Spectrum Noir. Instead of $14.99, $19.99, you're going to get them for £7.49, $9.99. Your platinum price, $5.99. Or $7.99. This is the Manga one, which I always think is really good for people who struggle to blend, because it's not about blending the colours, is it? It's quite different colourways with it.
It is. It's a little bit different, just a bit of a different technique, and I like the fact that all of our different box kits that we've got, it's going to show you sort of different techniques. It's not the same techniques, just different pictures. And then you've got all these, you can build up all those skills, and then you can take them on to do all your colouring for any of your stamps and things like that. But I love this one, not only because it's fabulous. It's by Nicola Yao. I know she's done our new ones as well, hasn't she? She's done the colouring in of the new artwork.
Oh, has she?
Yes, so the DC ones, things like that. So they are the licensed images from DC, but then what she's done is she's coloured them in and give the instructions on how to colour them in.
Oh, brilliant.
Because I did my in-store demonstrator training with Nicola, and she is disgustingly talented. I mean, I say disgustingly talented about lots of the people that I work with, but Nicola Yao is on another level. In fact, I ordered some artwork off of her for my son for Christmas. She can do anything. She's not just manga. He was into The Walking Dead, so she did me a piece of artwork of my son and his wife in a Walking Dead scene.
Oh, wow.
I'll share it because it's by Nicola Yao. It is the most amazing artwork. So you can...
So personal as well.
Yeah, she's absolutely brilliant. In fact, she offered one a prize as well. You know, when I did my raffle?
Yeah.
She offered a prize for anyone that can pick. They could pick anything for her to do.
How generous.
So, yeah, so she's an amazing person. So it's very exciting to be able to colour in her artwork. So you can see you've got the box. It tells you straight away on the front what you've got in here, and again on the back. So you can see you've got an art liner, you've got 3 illustrators, and you've got 2 of your classiques. And the colours that you were given, you don't need any other colours to create what you need to create in this this box. What is in there is what you need, because remember, you can layer these over each other because they've got like an opaque ink, or they've got that opacity to them, which means that you layer one colour over another and you're going to get a totally different colour. You can bleach the colour out. So for instance, if you've got a darker blue, and then you go over it with a lighter blue, it's going to bleach it out. So you can do that with our Spectrum Noir pens. In fact, I think later on I'm going to get a chance, I don't know if it's later on today for Colour Me Happy or tomorrow, I'm definitely going to get a chance to play with those new DC ones, and I'll show you what I mean by that bleaching out effect. But what you've got here is you've got the instructions in here. You've got to meet the artist, so it tells you a little bit about Nicola. You've got to know your tools, so it just explains a little bit about both of these. So this is what I was saying, because alcohol-based markers use dyes, they apply incredibly smoothly with a fine translucency. I used opacity, but it's sort of the same thing. It's perfect for that layering and blending. So you don't just have to lay it down once and you're done. Again, with the pencils, you saw me doing it earlier, you can go back in and get sort of the right colour, the right depth that you really do need. So again, know your tools, about the art liner in here, tips, techniques for just colouring, and then it's obviously going on to the little robot that's in here, and then again a step-by-step for where is he is here. And you also get some extra card in here that isn't coloured. So let me show you this first. So if I just pop those up here, if I bring this in, because someone's been colouring them in, which is absolutely brilliant, because if I pop them side by side, you can see how it comes together. So on this one, it's just his face, and the pen in here is, so you've got sort of a CR1 and a CR2, so it's like a silk and, what does that one say? Suntan. So those two are absolutely perfect colours for your skin tone. What you're going to do to start with is, Leanne calls it mapping, doesn't she? So round the edges with the darker one, where you know it's going to be darker, where his hair is on his face, it's going to be dark around here. You're going to add that darker one in. And then what you can do then is fill it in with the lighter one. And you can see she's used those sort of flicking techniques, and it means that it's a lot lighter on the inside. And then if you come in with this one, you can see she's gone back in. So she's gone back in with not another one, but just the, so it's number 3 in here. She's gone back in with number 3. And because she's gone back over where she's already got it darker, it naturally makes it darker. Yeah. So you don't necessarily need to think, oh, I don't have all the colours in to do that, because you do. You're just going to layer up the pens and the colours that you've got in here. So if I pop those to the side, we're going to have a little bit of a play with the robot. So again, you're going to think, well, there's all these natural colours in here, they're not going to work perfectly, but they absolutely are. Because what is brilliant about the robot, and if I bring it in, there's some little tips here, but it's not necessarily having to do lots of blending and shading. What you're going to do is you're going to preserve lots of your highlights with this one, which is going to allow you to still have that really good realistic effect. So if I pop that there, and I'm going to bring in the pens that I want. So I'm going to bring in, so it's dark red number 2. I'm going to bring in that blue grey 5, and I'm going to bring in cerulean. Yeah. Ooh. I'm on a roll today. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to show you just here, just how we're going to sort of preserve that highlight. And keep referring back to the picture on here, so you know don't get yourself lost. Keep referring back to it, and you should sort of be quite all right. So I can see from here. I'm going to bring in my pen. I'm going to use that fine nib, and I'm just going to sort of map out where I'm going to keep referring back to that, where I think that preserved highlight's going to be, and then I'm going to come in. And I'm just going to lay down all that colour. So if you've got your black, you can absolutely use your black.
But sometimes grey is a better black than black.
I think so.
I know that sounds a bit contradictory, but sometimes you don't need a pure black, do you? You get a better effect.
No,
with definitely. Dark grey.
Definitely. Because you've got that undertone of, obviously this is the blue, so you've got that undertone of that blue there, which I think is a lot nicer. Now, I've got to say, my pen is just starting to run out a little bit.
I thought that was
Yeah. If you've got your e-inkers, then you can be using them on these as well. But I'm just going to keep going back over it just a little bit. So you can see that I've got that lovely preserved highlight there. Now, if I feel that's too white and too stark, you could come in, I don't think I would use one of these. Let's just swatch it to see how dark it is. So they're too dark for what I would want. If you've got the lightest of lightest grey, if you feel you're not happy with that white, then absolutely pop it in. But get used to that. I think you do need to get used to it for, you know... Right,
this is colouring technique, isn't it?
Yes.
It's about leaving that,
Thank you.
that preserved highlight rather than doing lots of blending.
Yes, when we leave that preserved highlight, our natural instinct is to then, at the end, fill it in. Don't. Especially, obviously, on this lovely little robot. Don't fill it in at all. Right, so, on this bit of... Is that an ear? It is an ear, isn't it?
It is an ear, yes.
So we're going to colour that in, and you can see here that there's some shading. And then there's the red, and then there's that highlight. So because my dark, well, it's a blue-grey, because that's running out, I'm going to come in with this. I'm going to lay this down. Because it's a blue, it's IB3, I'm still going to get the same effects that I want if I was using this one. It's just not going to be as deep.
Yeah,
so what I'm going to do...
if you use that grey, it would be too much, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. So I'm just going to, again, you can see it on here, so follow that. We're going to add this blue, and it's going to act as my shadow underneath. So let's roughly follow that. And then we're going to come in with our red. I'm going to preserve that highlight here, the same as what's on that picture that I'm following, and then we're going to colour all of this in. So where I'm going to go over that blue, it's going to naturally give me that highlight or that darker area.
It's going to do the shading without you having to do it.
Without you having to do it, absolutely.
Look, you can see straight away. It's still red, but it's a much darker red.
So much darker.
I think that's a much better choice than that using the grey. I think it works really well.
It does. And that's what I'm saying. You do have every single colour in here that you need to allow you to create those shadows, those highlights. This is perfect because it's allowing you to leave lots of white space, which is going to allow you to get used to that kind of thing. So again, to show you this one again, we'll colour this bit in here, just round her arm. Let's bring in that blue again. And I can see by looking at it where I need to add a little bit of blue. So I've got like a little bit of blue or shadow here.
These are all techniques that our Leanne taught us during the Academy of Colour training.
Yeah.
We're just applying them to different images than perhaps ones that she might have used in the Academy of Colour. So
Definitely.
It's all skills that you will have learnt.
Yeah, and if you haven't done it, you're going to have sort of tips and techniques and stuff in here. You have got hours and hours and hours of us all doing little tips and techniques and little tutorials on our Colour Me Happy shows. But I like to think I do this as a crafter and not a colourist. So when I'm showing you something, you are actually seeing it from a crafter's point of view rather than a colourist's point of view.
Yeah.
Because I think most of us are crafters who like to dabble in colouring. So I like to think if you can see me do it and you can see how easy it can come together, then I think, you know, you can definitely do it. So I'm quite happy with that. If you're not, you can come back in with this, whichever side you want. And if I just feel like I need to add a little bit more, I can, because it goes over. It goes over and it's going to add that little extra depth, just a bit there, and maybe around there. And if when you've gone back over it, you can see, well, I don't know if you necessarily can, it's bleaching it out a little bit because I've gone in with the lighter one over the darker one. So obviously to get rid of that, then I'm going to go back in with my darker one to stop that bleaching, that lifting of colour. There we go. And then over that edge. There we go. But, and you can see, so you can carry it on. You've got here on this bit, you're going to have a darker bit. So you're going to go in with either of your darker ones and it's going to give you, look how sort of easy and quick it comes together.
It really does.
I think she is a brilliant one for beginners and starters because there's not lots of shading and blending. But if I bring this in, those ones that I was showing you earlier, again, it really goes through it. Apply your lightest base coat. I know Leanne does it a different way, doesn't she? She adds her darkest first. They're both valid ways that you can do it. It's entirely up to you. I think it's what you will become more comfortable with. Do it both ways. Apply your lightest first and then add your dark. If that works for you, fabulous. If you prefer to do it like Leanne says and map your area by adding your darkest first, I don't think there's a right or wrong between those. It's what works for you. If you get the end result that you're looking for, I don't suppose it really matters. But you can see, so it's using this one, it's using that beautiful brush nib that's going to allow you to get that real good hair-like effect on top. But I've got to say, these are some of I love our kits because the guesswork is out of it for you. You've got every single pen that you need in that kit to know that you can create what we're showing you.
It's absolutely brilliant. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, that's a good price for a Christmas present for a nephew. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There we go. Might have a look at that one later. Brilliant, thank you. And Faye Smith says, nice job on explaining the way to get the darker colour with the blue as well as the grey. So lots of love for your explanation coming on there. Thank you, Michelle. That was really, really informative. I think everyone's got that. Right, we're going to play the second and final round of our game. So we're in a big draw, yeah, we are, Nicola. So if you saw the first round, it is all about celebrities' real names. Our Nicola's going to put on the screen an image of the celebrity, a shadow image, with their birth name, and we have to be able to try and work out their stage name. So yeah, we've had Prince, Rhiannon, we've had Marilyn Monroe, I forgot, Nicolas Cage, who was the other one? I forgot what the other one was. We had another one. But anyway, they're past, it doesn't matter actually, does it? Hadasha says, Michelle is making me want to colour. Wow, that's what it's all about today. It's all about the colouring. Right. Are we ready, Nicola? Have we got round 2? Stefani Germanto. I think I know who that. We've got any clues? Michelle knows who that is. Just Dance and Poker Face were their hits in 2008. Is it? I've changed my mind. It's no. Is it no? Sorry.
No.
No. No, I don't know. Who have you got? The picture doesn't look right. It's not Lady Gaga, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. There you go. Sorry, I should have done that silently, but I couldn't.
No. No, you shouldn't have done that silently. That was hilarious.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay, next one. Ronald Walken.
Oh.
Ronald Walken. Have we got any clues? Go on. Yeah, he won what was it? He won an Oscar for his role. It's Best Supporting Actor in The Deer Hunter. That's my husband's favourite film.
Oh.
But that doesn't help. He's known for his unique way of speaking. That doesn't help me.
He's the most hilarious person ever. I don't think he means to be either.
Ooh. No. Oh, have I lost one? Oh, it's going to be so obvious because I've watched the film with Colin. He's going to be really cross with me if I don't know this one. Deer Hunter. David Bowie sings the... Is it David Bowie sings the songs for Deer Hunter?
I'm not sure.
I think he does. Did David Bowie do the soundtrack? I don't know. I can't remember. Soundtrack for... Because there's a soundtrack for Deer Hunter. I'm getting distracted by Deer Hunter, aren't I? I need to stop. I don't know. I am going to kick myself. Oh. I got no other clues. You said there were some good clues. One clue for each. Oh, Deer Hunter, I can't think who's in it. And I can see it. No. No, I'm going to have to pass because I can't think. Go for it, Michelle. What have you got? Christopher Walker.
Walken. Yeah.
Is that his real name, Walker? So did the surname stay the same?
Yeah, just changed his first name, yeah.
Right. There you go, Christopher Walker. I would never have got that. I didn't know his name. Recognised the face, but didn't know his name. Oh, you're in the lead, Michelle. Okay. Reginald Dwight. We all know that one.
I don't know that one.
Don't you?
No.
You do.
I'm ready for a clue.
Timeless Classics, Rocket Man, Your Song, and I'm Still Standing.
Everyone's really disgusted with me, aren't you? You're like, no. I'm going to blame the COVID fog.
You have heard of Reginald Dwight?
Yes, yeah. As soon as she gave me the clues, I was like,
yeah.
Duh. I only watched the film again last
Rocket
week.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you did when you poorly watched lots of films?
Quite ashamed with myself now.
Don't be. I didn't get you're one ahead of me. What have we done? Is that 2 or 3 on this one? You see, what you were expecting to see was the glasses. Catherine Hudson. Can't be as simple. Have we got a clue? I'm going to write something down before the clue comes. And then I'll change it if the clue makes me change it. Okay, what's the clue? She is a highly successful American singer, songwriter and judge. I think Kate Hudson. Oh, you put Jennifer Hudson. Katy Perry! Oh. Got that wrong, didn't we?
I didn't know that was a name. Obviously, I didn't know that was a name. I wrote it wrong.
There we go. You're still one ahead of me. Robert Zimmerman. Oh, I've heard of him. It's the last one. What's the clue, please? The clue is... Wow, that was a lot. Basically,
yeah, nope.
He's a singer-songwriter, big old legend, and he won a Nobel Prize in literature in 2016. Ooh.
A Nobel Prize in literature.
Is it? Oh,
I've changed my mind. I don't like this game.
Not that one.
No.
Was he in Boomtown Rats? You'd know if he was in Boomtown Rats. She's Googling. Who's not?
Oh, I was thinking Bob Geldof.
Thank you, Bob Geldof. That's us. Robert Bob.
The Builder. Think of another.
Bob. Who sings? American Bob who sings. I'm forgetting that everyone can't hear what she's saying. She's saying, she's trying to help you. Think of an American Bob Bob. I should know Robert Bob because it's my stepdad.
Bob.
Singer that sings.
Bob.
Seal Sparkly says, totally disgusted, Michelle. Why is she disgusted? What did you do?
Because I didn't get Elton John right.
You didn't get
I think.
Elton John.
I don't blame you.
It was Rihanna was the other one that we missed
Yeah.
from the first round.
American Bob. Can I not just put American Bob? Does that not count?
That's what he's known as down his street, isn't it? That's what all his friends know him as American Bob. So. Oh, I've got this wrong then.
I've wrote something, whether it's right or not.
They're gonna laugh at it. I put Bob Dylan because I couldn't think of any other.
Oh, of course it is.
Bob Dylan, I got it right. Oh, I got stuck. I've tangled myself up. Oh, I'm impressed. Is that a draw? Oh, it's a draw. 8 all. Oh, right. Okay then, Rachel, please can you find 5 names from Facebook and 5 names from YouTube? Oh, I'm impressed. I got that last one. I was actually thinking that everyone was going to really, really laugh at me for getting Bob Dylan. But then I thought, yeah, he's done some writing, hasn't he? And he's a bit right on. Yeah, so that's why I came to that one. I'm really pleased with that one.
My brain was stuck at Bob the Builder. I couldn't get past it.
Is Bob the Builder yellow? Little yellow Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Yeah. Right, okay, we're going to have another quick break and then we're going to come back. What we're going to look at when we come back? Oh, we're going to look at some different pencils. We're going to look at another set of pencils. So please watch this break and come back in a few minutes and we'll have a look at some pencils just then.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Right, well, we're into the last half hour of this show. So, yes, so lots of amazing deals for you to see. Thank you if any of you played along with our game. I don't see the comments. Rachel's really good and she doesn't send them through. Otherwise, I could have got 10 out of 10. And I could have thrashed our Michelle, but no, she's really good and she holds the comments back. So, yeah, please let us know what you have been loving that you've seen on the show so far. Now, if you've seen at the side of me, you'll have seen we've got the Bella Luna collection here, a gorgeous collection from our Sheena. Now we're going to be using this in the craft along this afternoon. That's our 3 p.m. show, isn't it? I believe. And our Michelle has, as usual, put together another masterpiece. There we go. Look at this, all from the Bella Luna. And apparently Nicola is having all of the chocolates. All of them, not just some of them, but all of them. She might share one with me. Okay, there we go. We've just been saying to Michelle, how have you managed to bring them all here? But apparently Michelle's not too fussed about these chocolates, so there we go. That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. At my house, I have to have my chocolate in the fridge. So if it's in the cupboard, I'm not bothered about it. But if it's in the fridge...
You like cold chocolate?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that snap.
My chocolate's in the cupboard, Colin's chocolate's in the fridge. Yeah, we have different opinions, yeah.
Yeah,
there
definitely.
we go. But that's beautiful. So what have we made? Is it like an easel card on the top?
It is, so you've got this easel card on the top. Now, I've put that lovely dome on the front. Let me move that, there you go. So I've domed it and I've used that beautiful dye there because what that does is, because it's domed on that acetate, it reflects the clouds, the shadow onto the back as well. So where I've got that lovely couple stamped, it's also going to reflect lots of shadow. So you're getting this multi-effect of shadow on there as well without actually having to do lots of artistic colouring in things. But it is an easel card, so it's artistic. That's the official, you know,
impressed,
intelligent way to say it. But each box is perfectly fits for Ferrero Rochers. So I measured the boxes to fit these absolutely perfectly. The only thing that I did at home, which I'm not going to do, is I forgot to use my circle die to create a little
finger hole.
Finger hole, thank you very much. So when we obviously do it later, we will be doing that. But
you could always go back in if you forgot to do that with the circle punch, couldn't you?
It could do, but I didn't have one.
No,
so if you
but
do
if you
forget
had one,
it, yeah, you could do. And because I didn't want to waste my Bella Luna paper, I thought, you know, I'll just bring it as it is. So.
Yeah. You could always go in and put a little brad through, couldn't you? Split pin and just use that. There's lots of ways if you did forget to do that. There we go. Okay, that's brilliant. We are so looking forward to that. So if you want to do that, if you want to craft along, all the shopping list, the menu, the ingredients, what you need, they're on our social pages. And we have our winners. So our James is going to give us the address and it's going to go down there. But I'll read out the winners. So it's brilliant. We've got 10 today. Facebook, Jackie Pickard, Lillian Kwok, Mary Beth Doyle, Alison Lee and Pauline Pitts. Fantastic. You're our 5 Facebook winners. If you can email in prizes@crafterscompanion.com Com on Monday morning when the office reopens. They'll send you your prize. Thank you. And our YouTube winners are Sarah, who is the Sussex Lancastrian. Sounds very grand. I like that, Sarah. Hadashia Doremus. Sorry if I said that wrong. Doremus. Mary-Ann Rosie, Kirsty D and Gillian Grady. So there are YouTube. So do the same. Prizes at crafterscompanion.com is where you need to send us an email. There we go. Sean Sanderson says, going to buy the Manga kit for a 10-year-old. He's so far not shown any interest in crafting. This may work. Yes, I think it would. I think it would be lovely. I think if they can start with something that is relevant to them, grabs their interest, then it just snowballs from there, doesn't it, Sean? Brilliant. Renal Mayer says, love spending time with you ladies. Well, thank you. We like to show you the real us. The real us. Don't laugh that much, Michelle. Right. Some more pencils.
Yes, so we're going to use the duo colours this time. And so dual tipped. So in each pencil, you have got 2 colours that are going to perfectly blend together. So you can see you've got royal blue and twilight blue. Those 2 are going to blend perfectly together. You've got a mulberry and a vivid pink going to blend perfectly together. So whatever 2 colours you've got in your pencil, going to blend wonderfully. And again, you know, our pencils have got less wax and more of that lovely pigment colour in there. So it's not one of those cheap and cheerful pencils where you've got lots of filler, lots of wax. We've got just lots of colour in these. So let me just grab them. Have I got them all? Just one more to get.
I think it's misleading, isn't it? Because we've all had pencils when we were younger that were dual tipped, that were just cheap and nasty, and you look at them and you think, oh, they're just, yeah, but they're not. They are such good quality pencils.
They are. The lay down with these is just, it's rich and sumptuous.
Ooh, she's swallowed that dictionary today and
really have.
Sumptuous.
So I thought, well, you know, someone asked about stamping earlier, so I'm going to just show you, because we're going to do it exactly as we would if I was using my alcohol pens. So I've just picked up one of my stamp sets.
I love these stamp sets. They came with the
watercolour.
That's right, the watercolour palettes, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're just going to pop one on here. I've just got a piece of card.
Nina again?
It's Nina again. I'm always going to go with my Nina. Even more so with my pencils than with my pens. Occasionally I will forget and I'll use our white stamping card with my pens, but I never ever do that with my pencils because just of the lay down of the coverage that you want and need to get. The smoother the cardstock, the absolute better.
It does show the grain, doesn't it? Oh wow, perfect.
I know. My stamping platform is like my
it's a bit sticky, that one, by the way.
Just a little.
So you're trying to prise the piece of paper off.
Absolutely. Right, so there you go. So I used, because of the stamp, with it being flowers, I've used the rustic brown. And again, because it's my alcohol proof, you've got a choice of 4 colours, depending on what you're colouring in. Because this is more nature-y and natural, I'm going to use that brown rather than the black. Unless you want that stark black, then you'd absolutely go for that as well.
Oh, Alison Lee's just bought 2 sets of the duo pencils for her grandson's Christmas stocking. We haven't said the price. They're half price, $7.49 or $9.97. If you're platinum, $5.99. How many pencils is that? Is there 12 in the pack?
Yeah.
That's 50p a pencil, 25p a colour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because obviously you're getting 2 on each pencil, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely.
$7.98 if you're in the US and you're platinum. Brilliant.
It's absolutely, and again, the great thing for if you are getting these for kids, because you've got the 2 colours on that pencil that are going to blend together beautifully, you know, there's no, it takes the guesswork out, especially for the kids as well. So we're going to do exactly what we did before. I'm going to colour in my flower. I'm going to decide which, I can't decide which pen I want to use, to be fair. It's just too hard to choose. Let's go with this one. I think you might see the blend better. So this is darker, so I'm going to sort of start from the inside with the dark and Again, I'm going to go around that petal edge because I know that that's going to be darker there. And again, I use those lovely little sort of circular motions, and I'm holding my pencil a little bit further back. It just means that I can't accidentally press on too hard, because you just physically can't when you hold it that far back. So just...
I think there might be 13 pencils in there, Michelle.
Is there really?
Yeah, not 12, there might be 13.
There is, because you've got that white, haven't you? You've got that white and that sort of linen.
There it is. We were a bit, so it's even better than 25p a colour. Wow, there we are.
Oh, absolutely, that is even better.
There is another set of the duo colours. So that's the water ones, and they're about 30% discount. So have a look at those if you want to as well, and that will get you both sets. So just go and have a look at the website. There's loads of different deals.
These, they colour like silk. These ones do our other colour blend pencils. It's almost like colouring with silk. It's just so smooth when you're laying the colour down. It really is.
I love how far up the pencil you hold it. Just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to make a real conscious effort to do that. It's sort of natural now because I don't want to press on too hard.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to go over it again and again. It's definitely one of those mindful things that you're going to colour and you're going to take your time, and it's going to take a while. Purely because you just need to really build that colour up. You don't want to go in with a solid harsh colour, solid harsh line.
Emma Thrower's just asked a question. She says, do you get the pages with the images?
In the manga and comic, yes, you do.
Ah, I was wondering what she meant. So yes, that was the manga and the comic ones. Yes, sorry, I didn't realise. I was thinking with these colour pencils. But no, yeah, if you buy whichever one of the kits you buy, you always get the instructions with some hints and tips and some ways to colour.
Yeah, so you're getting 6 marker paper, printed and blank. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
In the manga. Where have you lost it?
All the way under the desk.
Is that the one you needed as well?
Yes. Oh. Yeah. And we'll colour in. Do you know what? I've nearly finished that middle bit. So all I'm going to do is actually let's bring in just a different pencil, and we'll use this side. It doesn't matter. It's still going to blend because it's sort of the purples that I'm staying with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour from this end, and I'm going to bring it over. So you can see that I'm doing those little circular motions. That is just a force of habit now for me. That is how I colour. If you want to do it sort of straight, as long as you're not pressing on hard, you're still going to be able to colour or really blend it in. That pencil fell under the desk. It rolled away. I think it's gone out the front door. Oh, thank you very much. Corrine to the rescue. But I'll carry on with this one because you can see they're all purple, so they're still going to blend lovely, and it absolutely is. So for this one, because it's just a nice small flower, I don't feel like I need to preserve a highlight anywhere. I'm just going to blend those 2 colours beautifully. So you absolutely can, if you remember what I did with the blending solution, or if you want to bring in an eraser and add a little highlight somewhere, you can do that. Definitely, but I thought this is just a nice little ditzy flower.
They lay down beautifully, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so soft. When I'm colouring with it, it's like I'm colouring with silk. There's no scratchiness. You know when you get those, again, we go back to those cheap pencils, when you're laying them down, you're getting that scratch, that horrible scratch marks on your colour. It doesn't lay down smooth at all. But these, absolutely the opposite of that. They're just so silky.
While you're colouring that, if I can just give a top tip. I did not know this top tip till I came and worked here. When you need to sharpen your pencils, turn your pencil sharpener, not your pencil.
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't know that. it stops the, I'm going to call it lead, it's not a lead, it stops the pigment, normally call it wax, pigment, lead, whatever, from breaking. It's a much better way to sharpen your pencil. So you hold the pencil still and you turn the sharpener. There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, again, I'm showing you my little kit, but you've got sort of everything in here. So you've got the pencil sharpener in there that is just, it's a brilliant little kit. There's pencils in there as well. But yeah, not those 25p plastic pencil sharpeners that you get, from the pound shop. But so you can see that without using any blending solution, they are blending together beautifully. But what I am going to do is I am going to bring in, again, my pencil stub, tortillon, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm going to do is, so Corrine got me this out early. It's just a little plastic tub, and I've just got a little bit of
paper towel,
kitchen roll in the bottom, and I'm just going to add some to that. I don't want to tip it because I don't want to spill. Oh, there you go. There we go. And then if I had a little lid, I could just, every time I needed to use it, get it out. Every time you're done, put the lid on, and it's going to stay nice and moist in there. But what it does is it just allows me, you can see, to pick up just a little bit at a time.
It's a bit more controlled, isn't it?
Definitely. Definitely. So, and again, I'm going to bring it in, and we're just going to blend it, not just over that edge of the two colours, but we're going to blend it all, because if you remember me saying, with my fancy word, it emulsifies it.
Maricel says, thanks, Michelle, for showing how you can switch gears on your colour choice and it still works. There you go. We're nothing if not versatile and flexible here.
I think as crafters, I think we are. I think we find things to use that you wouldn't traditionally think is a craft item. But I think as crafters, we do adapt and find use or ways where other people necessarily would think it's not going to work. So just adding that little bit, it's blended it beautifully.
It looks so bright in the middle.
It does, it does. I think I went in with the opposite end, so I just added that little purple in the middle. But then what I like to do with my pencils is picking one of the lightest colours. You know how we outline? I showed you before how we can outline. So I'm just going to turn this over. I'm going to decide which colour I want to use. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing.
Oh,
I'm going to.
Pink one doesn't show very well.
No, so I would probably use the pink one, but I'm going to go with this one because I want you to be able to see what I'm going to do. So I've obviously got all this foliage here, and in between all the foliage, I'm going to add some colour. And I'm not going to be careful with how I'm adding it down. I'm just going to, obviously we don't want yucky edges. Try and not have a solid straight edge. And we're going to add all this in here, because then what you can do is, in fact, if I bring this in, so you can see I've got some purple on here. So all you're going to do is, to get rid of that purple, you're just going to use your little piece of sandpaper, and it just gets rid of that colour. So then what I can do is bringing this back in, soaking up some of that blending solution. What we're going to do with this is just colour over it and blend it out.
Oh, sort of drag it out?
So drag it out. So what it's going to do, it's going to blend it in beautifully there, and you can drag it out, and then you're going to get that ombre effect. Now, I've done that a lot harsher. I might have done it, if I was at home, a little bit delicater. Delicater?
More delicately.
More delicately. Thank you very much. But I've done it a little bit harsher so you can see. You can have that lovely darker nearer to it all, and then drag it out with that blending solution.
I see how it works. You definitely see it. And if you know, it's about dragging, how much you drag it out, isn't it?
Yeah, because it does do that. It's not just for blending that in. It really works beautifully to just drag that all out with. So let me just add a little bit of green to those flowers. Let me bring this one, leaves, so you can see how that stands out a little bit more. So let's just colour a few of these in. And again, you can see that I haven't been too careful with that. I haven't coloured all of those white spaces in.
Because you know your blending tool's going to...
Yeah, my blending tool is going to blend that down absolutely beautifully. So let's just colour a couple more of these in so it shows you that in-betweeny bit. In-betweeny bit. So let's just colour those in.
It's amazing how fast it progresses, isn't it?
It really is. It really absolutely is. And I think it's testament to how much pigment is in these pens and how beautifully they're laid down.
I mean, if anybody got the Academy of Colour and got these in their penultimate one, I'm thinking, oh, they're you know, starting to be, you know, wear down. You've done lots of practice with them. This is a perfect chance to refill your Academy of Colour and get that chance to, you know, stock up on them.
Absolutely. But can you see how I love doing that, having the darker in the edge around the line work, and you can drag it out, and you can drag it out even more if you want to by just going in, adding a little bit more of your blending solution onto this, and you're going to drag it right from the edge, so it's going to bring as much colour as you need while also blending that out beautifully. But just such a simple thing to do, and it really, you can see how much it makes it pop.
I don't think that is the wrong colour. I think that's a lovely way to do it. Lovely colour.
It does look actually
really
nice, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
if I bring this in that I haven't done it with, it looks nice, it looks okay. But when you add that behind it, what it's going to do, it's really going to make it pop.
Yeah.
It's just, I wanted to show you that because I think it just looks fabulous.
That blue is very strong. And that's pencil, is
this
it?
one, yeah, it's this one.
Wow.
So the royal blue and the twilight blue is what I used for that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Really
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
colours. There you go. So if you want the pencils to be able to create anything like that, $7.49, $9.97. They are half price today. And platinum price is $5.99 or $7.98. Rosalind Russell says, Leanne has this background technique in one of the earlier versions of the Academy of Colour. There you go. What am I showing you? Do you say? Oh, they're here. Right. Next one we're going to look at is the metallic paint markers. These are the ones that I wrote on my tape pen with. These are really good. So they're quite intense. There's a lot of colours in the high shine, and they're opaque. So they work on almost any surface. You've got different widths. You've got 0.7 of a millimetre, it's actually super fine. You've got your 3mm bullet, and then which is still a fine, so it's a fine one. And then you've got your 4mm chisel. Now they are an oil-based metallic paint. So again, you're going to be painting on things like your plastics, your glass, your wood. You can use them on your cardstock, look amazing on black card. But just think of all of those. You can even take them onto your fabrics as well. So they are a really, really versatile pen. These are in your molten copper colour. So absolutely gorgeous. I love how you can do your calligraphy with them. You can do colouring, add in that little detail because you've got the fine ones. $4.99, $5.99 is today's price. But if you are platinum, you're going to get them right down for $3.99 or $4.79. There you go. Marcella says, I love that. I wouldn't have thought to do the ombre around the image. This is why I watch. There you go. If you can learn something new, one thing new every day, then you are progressing, aren't you? Absolutely brilliant. Now, you have got some pens, is it? Oh, yes.
Tricolour Aquas. Sorry. I buffer sometimes, especially since I've been poorly. I do like that buffering thing, you know, where you pause for a second. You're not quite sure what you're doing, you just have to pause for a second. Tricolour Aquas. So different to our alcohol pens, so these are water-based. So what you're going to do is you're going to be able to do your watercolouring techniques with these. So let me pop them out because you've got these three beautiful pens. A little bit different to our tri blends. So our tri blends are going to have 3 shades of one colour, but these are our tri-colours. So you know that you're going to be getting 3 colours. So you've got that beautiful green there. You've got a lovely lighter green, and then you've got a dark green in that one. So you can see that you've got those 3 colours. And you know that whatever 3 colours in each pen, they're going to work together. So you're going to be able to just absolutely create some amazing watercolour effects with these. So let me tell you what colours you're getting. Floral Meadow, Prairie Flurry. This is a tongue twister. Prairie Flurry.
Prairie Flurry? I don't know, I can't see.
And Prado Floral. That felt like it needed an accent. I don't know what accent it was, but it was definitely an accent. But basically, you've got an orange, a red, and like a beautiful sun honey yellow in that one. You've got sunset crimson and gold, so it gives you an idea of what you're going to be able to do with these. This is rose pink, jasmine, and tulip. So even though you've got the sort of a darker pink, a lighter pink, and a yellow, they're still going to work beautifully together, because that's the whole point of putting them in that pen together. It takes any guesswork out of anything for you. You've seen me do it many times. You've seen all of us do it many times. Either pop your ink on your mat, pick it up with a paintbrush or a sparkle overlay pen, or you can actually colour onto your image and then drag it out with some water. But these, did you know that that was the price?
I know.
So, I just looked up and I was like, that's not right. $4.99, but if you're platinum $3.99, $7.49 or $5.99. That is a crazy price for 9 colours. 3 pens, but 9 colours.
Yes, I think that's what you've got to forget, is that it's, you know, you're getting 9 different colours in the set. So yeah, amazing, amazing price. Just keep having a look at all the amazing deals. Now, the next one I've got to show you, I'm going back to the Classiques again. I've got the pastels this time. So I showed you the jewels, and now we've got the pastels. Exactly the same price as the jewels were, $9.99, $15.99. Platinum price, $7.99. $12.79. And you're going to get, you can see the colours there. Oh, James has got that perfect. You've got silk, vanilla, mimosa, light yellow, chartreuse, pistachio, duck egg, periwinkle, soft purple, lilac, sorbet and blossom. So you can see you've got sort of your corally oranges, you've got a range of greens, you've got some blues, you've got purples going into pink. So you are going to be able to blend them together. Remember, with your Classiques, it's 1 colour per pen with the chisel and the bullet nib. So you're getting the maximum ink in each pen. They last for ages. They are refillable if you've got our re-inkers, thank you. They are all alcohol based. We sometimes forget to say, take it back to the Classique pens are alcohol based. So you're going to be able to do all our alcohol based colouring techniques, stamp with your alcohol proof, use your Nina card, you're going to get the best blend. There we go. Hadasha says, I've not tried the blending solution before. Have a go, it's on the website. Did they even say it might be in the sale? And Louise Wagner says, where do you get the white pencil blending tool? Well, we think ours are out of stock at the moment. Go online and Google pencil stump blending tool. You'll find some, I promise you, you'll find some really easy. That's how I got mine. There we go. So, have we got another set of pens? Right, so you just showed us 3 of our tri-colours, but the other way to get your aquas is this way. So this is, let me just check, yes, so this is your essentials. So these are 12 of your aquas. Again, like I just was telling you before, these are going to work with water, so you're going to get all those beautiful watercolour effects. Now, this is your essentials collection, so in here you are getting peacock, spice, terracotta, tan, chocolate, sepia, lime, olive, moss, slate, charcoal and black. So you can see absolutely all your essentials there. And again, the blending with this, these are going to blend together. You can pop colours together to create that third colour. You've got, with these, you've got that beautiful, you can see on the front, you've got that beautiful brush nib and you've got that ultra fine nib. So you've got everything covered. With that brush nib, you're going to be colouring everything in. With that ultra fine, you're going to be able to get really into those little tiny intricate areas, add that colour down and still be able to draw it out with your water. And again, with these, pop them on your mat, so you colour down and pick it up with a paintbrush, or colour your image
image and you're dragging it out with that water. But what you were getting, so if you're platinum, £9.19 or $13.19.
Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Amazing price. Right, we're going to go. Please come back and join us at 3 p.m. for that amazing craft along with our Michelle.